at 3 persona levels. Typically, actually, we tend to, as we did for the other Vodacom one, is we put a slide in to say every day overextended. I mean, maybe we can actually show them the mural that we did for Vodacom. We just have the 3 personas as well to remind them what you're looking at. And we say this is where we're going to do a deeper dive. If you have a 1 hour or 90-minute coaching session, I would say 50% of the overall time needs to be on this kind of quality page. So I would say kind of like 5 minutes context setting, what is it that you want coming out of this, a bit of background about them. And at the end, 15 minutes to really close their, maybe if you want to use grows, what's the action, how they're taking it forward. So you literally, if you're going to spend 25 minutes on this, you may only have 20 minutes in total to spend on all of these. So just to give you a context, your main focus is here. The reason why we have the others is to make this page, which looks complex, come to life and look more simple. So we'll say this is where we're going to do a deeper dive. Because it looks complex, we're going to take you on a journey to get there. So we aggregate back from 24 qualities at 3 persona level to 24 qualities to 8 aspects, and in its most simple form to 4 colors, 4 archetypes. So our build, we're going to start off here, is, in fact, let's go straight to the Vodacom one because I like the way we pulled in the definitions. So you could have here what's working well, what do you want to dial up, what do you want to dial down. Is it there?
I'm going to send it to you now.
No pressure. I'm going to send it to you now. I'm going to send it to you now.
So you would link that to the grow process.
You can link it to grows at the end. We often say we're going to, but we never end up doing it, even though we love grows. Because I mean, in a workshop I would, but in a coaching session, and you've got to have 90 minutes to do grows.
Yeah, it takes time.
So if you've got 90 minutes, then you can anchor it in a grows process. Yeah, but otherwise, grows, it's in our workbook. The SMART goal, then the blue, the check-in. Kind of what's if you look here, so grows to be the goal at the top, the reality. So is this really a goal? Is this goal going to help you achieve where you're going? Is it linked to your purpose and values? Have you had feedback around it? How real is this goal? Because often people create goals and it's not actually relevant. So this is a check-in. Then you would go to the yellow. What are your options? What are all, like brainstorm, big picture, all the ways that you can achieve this goal. Which out of these options are you choosing? What's your action? What are you going to actually do? Kind of project plan it. Green is the S. Who's going to support you on this? Who's going to be your accountability partner? Recognizing, we're having a picture well there.
I liked you holding it up as well.
Okay.
So,
nice.
There's research that shows if you have an accountability partner, it increases your chances of making your commitment and change by 95%.
95.
So wherever possible, whether it's coaching or workshops, always make sure they get an accountability coach and partner that's going to hold them accountable to those commitments and get them to actually kick in and when are they going to meet up? How often? What's the frequency? And that will more likely create sustainability.
Can I quickly just add, what I'll try and do, especially if I don't have time to go through grows, is that we'll make sure that we are clear around articulation of goals and we're on the same page about what the impact is and what they've chosen to be as their key 1 or 2 focus areas. And then I'll draw their attention to the grows page in the workbook and say, you can, take yourself through the grows process in your own time. And find people. No one can see.
So you quickly removed all the names to make it confidential. That's what she was busy for 5 minutes. Okay.
I'm very focused on the confidential.
Absolutely, thank you. So you can just see what we did for Vodacom is you've got the 24 qualities at 3%. 24 qualities, the bigger and the bolder, the more you claim that quality. QR code, you can see here now with the 3 personas, which we just did in summary. The over, the combination splash, and then the underlying everyday overextended. So the natural persona is underlying, everyday your adaptive self, where you consciously activate. Overextended, less conscious, can be when you're stressed. Being, doing, overdoing, what we like, what we do too much of. So just to distinguish those three. And then the four. And what we added in here, which we didn't normally, that's what I just want to show you, is just a very quick definition of the four. Yeah? So they can simply see based on theirs, what are their dominancy, what's worked for them maybe over the last 6 months, what they want to dial up, dial down. They scan their QR code, so it's all ready for the workshop, it's there. We talked to them about the three personas, they can see quite clearly their shift and movement, what's happening. We saw this constant pattern throughout all 35 people, high on outcome focus, underlying but low everyday. Everyone pulling back because of the fear and the tension that existed in the system. And you would expect overextension to be low, but you don't want it to be high. Even though they're stressed, ideally they would manage their stress from an everyday place. But we could see what's happening where they do overextend. So basically here they're coming to understand key actions. So here Romy's pulled out the stars are the strengths. The arrows is indicating what they